morning, Mr. Ratcliffe. Sir, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can.
Notice how the judge starts by laying out the rights clearly. This is standard, but here's the kicker: assault causing bodily injury isn't a small charge. Up to a year in jail and thousands in fines. Question for you: do you think closing a car door on someone's leg counts as bodily injury? Let me know in the comments, because that's the turning point in this case.
Will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 28, 2025, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to an assault call in Harris County, Texas. Law enforcement officer made contact with the complaining witness, who stated she was assaulted by Jamar, the defendant, and a known Bloods gang member at a local food mart. The complaining witness stated she had a verbal altercation with the defendant, which escalated when the defendant threw a drink bottle inside of the complaining witness's motor vehicle. The complaining witness was seated with the door open and one leg out of her vehicle. The complaining witness stated she was going to call 911 when the defendant closed her car door on this complaining witness's leg, causing pain. The complaining witness then exited the vehicle, and the defendant began to assault her with closed fists. The complaining witness sustained a broken nose and laceration above her eye, requiring 5 stitches. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, identified by his Texas driver's license, and the defendant stated the complaining witness struck him first. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant to have a black eye, and law enforcement officers note that he did not find the defendant credible regarding.
Did you say that he had a black eye?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Ratcliffe, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person whatsoever for any reason. Do you understand? So I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons as well. If I find that you violate these conditions, if I find that you're a danger to my community, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you, sir. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to give you time. I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Once you sign that, you'll be free to go. Ms. Willis, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Judge, on August 22nd, 2023, 2 known employees of a 7-Eleven had stolen $911 worth of lottery tickets from the store. The complainant was stated that at least 9 tickets were missing and that they were worth a total of $911, and that the 2 defendants could be seen on camera removing the lottery tickets from the glass display and scratching them off without paying for it. The co-defendant and the defendant were engaged in doing this at the same time.
So they're on camera taking it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Taking off?
And scratching the tickets.
Ms. Willis, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now not to have any contact with any 7-Eleven whatsoever for any reason. If you violate these conditions, you pick up a new case, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. I'm also ordering you not to have any contact with the co-defendant Walls in this case as well. Ma'am, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? Okay. I'll have you fill out an application. Deputy Miranda is going to give you one. I'll take a look. I need to know everything about you. Just don't put zeros because I'm not going to believe it. I need to know everything about you. I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. We're going to have bond conditions created for you. Do not leave until you sign them. Come on. Good morning, Mr.
Buenos
Hernandez
días,
Ramos.
señor Hernández Ramos.
Buenos días.
Let's jail.
Back.
You are on bond for a DWI. You signed an affidavit with me promising me that you would not drive. And now you've picked up a new DWI.
¿Puedo hablar o no?
Can I speak or no?
You're going to do probable cause in the case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything they can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay. Not a problem.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, on May 4th, 2025, officers were at a Shell gas station and observed the defendant near the driver door of his vehicle and observed what appeared to be an open container in a black plastic plastic bag on the center console of the truck. The defendant was visibly intoxicated with unsteady gait, balance, and almost fell attempting to enter his vehicle. Law enforcement officer advised the defendant in Spanish it was probably not a good idea for him to enter his vehicle in his condition, which he acknowledged and did not enter the truck. Once officers returned to their vehicle, officers observed the defendant in the driver's seat of the pickup truck and was seen turning the vehicle on. Officers at this time began a DWI investigation and observed the odor of alcoholic beverage on the defendant's person and breath. The defendant also had poor balance and gait and was having to lean on his vehicle for proper balance. The defendant spoke in slurred Spanish and when asked, admitted to drinking prior to driving. The defendant stated he had drunk two 12-ounce beers at home prior to arriving at the gas station and had only eaten tacos at approximately 12 p.m. earlier in the day. This time, upon observing the inside of the vehicle, there was no container found of 32-ounce Modelo bottle that was cold to the touch. The law enforcement officer then carried out standardized blood sobriety test and observed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN. 6 out of 8 clues on the walk and turn. And 3 out of 4 clues on one leg stand.
Question. Sorry, I read that.
The defendant consented to a breath test in 0.185 and 0.186.
Where was this? I'm pretty sure you said it. I just.
Shell gas station?
In Harris County, Texas.
This is brutal. Hernandez is basically digging his own grave here. Judges take repeat offenders seriously, and you can hear the frustration in this judge's voice. Think about it, if someone promises in court not to drink and drive, then gets caught again, what message does that send? This is where bond revocations usually slam down hard.
Mr. Hernandez, let me express my deep disappointment with you. Not only did you promise me when you picked up the first DWI that you would not drive, not only did you promise me that you would not allegedly consume alcohol, not only last time, like this time, have alcohol in the car while allegedly driving. I would presume that it's damn elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. Anything you say to me will go in one ear and will go out the other, because I know, given the facts, you refuse to comply with bond conditions. As a result, I am now revoking your bond on the first case and I'm setting it at $25,000. And on your second case, I will do the same. I think that you are a deep and utter danger to our county, and nothing will protect our citizens from you other than Jay. I don't know if you are going to get out. If you do, you were ordered to remain under house confinement. You will have a GPS monitor on your ankle on one, and on your other ankle, you will get a scram device so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. I am now going to decide whether I'm going to have a contempt hearing, because now you could be facing an additional 6 months in jail for violating, or perhaps violating, this affidavit that you signed promising us you're not going to drive. I'm now also ordering you not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. I'm sending notice to DPS in Austin so that every single officer in the state will know if you are caught in a vehicle, it must have an interlock. And if they catch you in a vehicle and it doesn't have an interlock driving, then you will go to jail. Anything that you want to add?
No, just.
Anything from the state?
Nothing, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hernandez. We'll have you come up, swear to us that you're not going to drive again with the new case, and then we'll put you back. Thanks.
Thank you, Justin.
Pasar por acá.
So let's do both at 25,002. Good morning, Mr. Dixon. So you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 28, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle that was not displaying a license plate. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant and found that his license was suspended. The defendant admitted that the vehicle was not insured.
Mr. Dixon, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason. Do you understand? I don't care what you have to do. I don't care where you have to go. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 kids. Do not drive. Do you understand?
Understand.
This is an affidavit that you're going to be signing with me today, promising me that you're not going to drive. Don't do it. I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, and if it warrants it, I can have a contempt hearing. You could be facing an additional 6 months and a $500 fine every time you drive because there's an offense in and of itself. If you want to drive, go get your license, go get insurance in your name, and I will be jumping and doing backflips, taking this restriction off. But if you drive, there will be HE double hockey sticks to pay. Do you understand?
HE double what?
Hockey sticks. Hell to pay. Do you have the ability to hire lawyers, sir? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Or do you, you're going to go hire one?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any issues, come back and we can talk. I'm happy to give you a court-appointed lawyer if you need one.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to have you come up here, so just you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Victoria Center reset, and then you're out of here. Good morning, Mr. Quinn.
This is the one with the decision making. Okay.
So tell me what happened.
So on the paperwork. On the paperwork, he's doing a 6 month deferred. But on the paperwork, it's
Okay, here's where it gets interesting. This defendant gets a deferred agreement. That means no conviction if he plays by the rules. But did you catch the judge warning about drug and alcohol testing? This is where most people trip up. Audience question: if you were given this second chance, do you think you could stay clean and meet every requirement, or would temptation win?
listed as thinking for a change, but our agreement is a decision making course.
Okay, so you want me to just change it here?
Correct.
You got to barcode it first, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Well,
Okay.
or do you want to you don't want to refile it? You want me to cross it out?
Is that okay, Your Honor?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever's easier.
Just as long as we're all on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's really. Okay, so Mr. Quinn, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You worked out an agreement. They're offering a 6-month deferred. This is a great deal where if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you can't tell people it's dismissed. It doesn't get dismissed. You merely take a probation. If you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction. You need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man entering into this agreement. And if you violate this agreement by any way, you're looking at a year in jail. Do you understand? If you test positive for dope or alcohol, don't do your classes on time, pick up a new case, don't show up to your meetings. Do you understand?
Yes,
Can you get this done?
sir.
To complete this successfully, you must do an effective decision-making class, a gun safety class, 30 hours of community service, and forfeiture of the weapon. You have a car.
No.
How are you going to do the community service? How are you going to do you have an ability to get around?
Yes, sir.
Because understand, you can't just say, you know what, I don't have a ride, I can't do anything. We have someone else doing a ton of jail time because of that. Can you still get this done?
And if I may, Judge, the pastor from Mr. Quinn's church is here with him today. So
Okay,
I don't want to speak on behalf of him, but I think that he will help facilitate getting this done.
where are mom and dad?
My mom, she outside with the baby.
She what?
She outside downstairs.
She's here.
She's here.
She's in your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to waive all your fees. It's never about the money. It's about you showing up, doing what you say you're going to do, and don't test positive. The number one thing I would say people get racked up on here is because they continue to test positive. They think that they can just continue to use. You're going to get tested. Know this now. You understand?
Sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accuser, right to be arraigned, charged, read in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you enter into this agreement, you were stuck with this until you complete it or it gets revoked. I'll make you a deal. If you do well, you don't test positive, get your stuff done quick. I'll take you off in half the time as a reward. But if you do well, wrong, do you understand?
Sir.
All right, good luck. Thanks.
David Easties?
Please.
I have Alexander Gallegos. We were on the docket Thursday. He picked up a new DWI. He was on bond
Okay.
for the DWI. He revoked first bond.
Is he here now?
He's here now.
Okay, come up, Mr. Gallegos.
He has the scram and the GPS, but his curfew on the GPS ends at 9. He works at the Balboa Surf Club, where he works until like 11 or 11:30. So I was wondering if he
I'll
could.
give him some time, but I don't want him out at night. I don't want you out at night. I don't trust you. You have 2 open DWIs, Mr. Gallegos. You're gonna have to work something out, but I don't want you out at night. I'll give you till 10, but I'm not giving you till midnight.
I'm not driving.
I hope above everything else in this life, you understand that if I kept you driving, all hell is gonna break loose. It's just don't drive.
I understand.
Do you understand?
We do like 11.
How far do you live from the place that you work?
17 minutes from there to my dad's.
And it's 11:30, and then I gotta close up this. 10 o'clock it is for the time being, until I can trust you. You picked up an EWI, you picked up, yeah, allegedly have an accident as well. I don't want you out at night. 10 o'clock is what it is. Does he have a scram on the other ankle?
He does. He has a scram on one and a GPS on one.
Know what you put in your body, because if you put anything in your body that tests positive for alcohol, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sir.
And then can I do a regular reset with both of them together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I have a no driving affidavit on one. You can see if I put both cause numbers on it for the driving. I did not. I need you to sign another affidavit promising that you're not going to drive on the other one. And I'm telling you, if I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing, and every single time you drive, it's an offense punishable by up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. If you drive 5 times, I will have 5 contempt hearings. Do you understand?
Sir.
Did we do a guardian? Does he have the guardian analog paperwork?
Because you still have it in your car, don't you?
Still in my car.
We need to-
Okay, you need to understand that every officer in this state knows that if you're driving a car, you must have an interlock on it. So if you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, you get pulled over, you will go to jail. Do you understand?
I won't be driving.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll give you a normal reset. We'll have him swear to this and then you guys are good?
Okay, great.
Okay,
Do you
thanks.
want him to remove the analog or keep it?
Leave it in,
Okay.
just so I know that he's not driving.
Okay.
It's on there, Judge, for
Yeah.
the case.
I mean, I'm paying for it, so there's no,
Okay.
I'll waive the fee, so it's not costing him anything.
Judge, for the old case, we're just tracking it with the two.
With the new case, yeah, with the 2 new cases, and then we'll,
Well,
yeah. Mr. Rivas, you're charged with having a false driver's license. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 15 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You need to understand that from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this.
That's fine.
Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that we gave you a PR bond and you failed to appear. As a result, the warrant was issued and now you have an immigration detainer. From now on, if you pick up a criminal case, show up to court because when you do, it's a good thing. You understand?
Yes.
And you plead to this offense guilty.
¿Cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to this agreement. I will roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, sir.
Oh. All right, wait, please.
So this is Mr. Nancianceno.
Correct.
Good morning, Judge.
Yeah, just so full transparency here, I clicked the wrong box. So it was charged right, it's right in our system, I just clicked the wrong box.
It's not a big deal. It happens. You know, worst things happen. Sir, you're charged with, I think you said 2 cases, right? He's got the terrorist threat.
In ABI, that's correct, Judge.
The assault is going to be dismissed in exchange for his plea on this one.
No, Judge, I understand there's a time served on both the misdemeanors and it was a reduction of the felony to a misdemeanor. It was part of the global deal.
And that was part of a global offer, Your Honor.
1 second. Because I only have one. I'm sorry, I'm just put my page and go ahead and speak.
Are you guys ready to go forward in the assault?
Your Honor, we only received one, set of plea paperwork.
Did you file on the assault? Is it the same deal though? 30 credit for 13 on both?
Okay, yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Nancianceno, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with terroristic threat, serious bodily injury. On that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You are also charged with assault causing bodily injury. On that one, you're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 30 days in jail on both of those cases with credit for the 13 days that you have done on both of those cases. You need to understand that after today, both of these cases will reflect as convictions on your record. So you are now facing a minimum of 30 days in jail on any new Class Bs that you get. If you pick up any more Class As, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Not only that, on the terroristic threat, if you continue with the same course of conduct, it's very possible that they hit you with a felony charge. So whatever it is, I would be very careful because you could be looking at some serious prison time. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can't change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to both of these offenses? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to both of these agreements, roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Now, we spoke about this earlier, is he has 2 holds out of Kimball County. So at this point, you will not be released. What will happen is we're going to wait to see if Kimball County comes and gets you. If they don't come get you within the 10th day, at that point, a PR bond will be given to you. But I'm going to tell you now, those warrants, those holds, those cases will always remain open until you go back to Kendall County and take care of it. So anytime you ever get picked up, you're going to get a hold and it's going to be an extra 10 days to whatever happens until you take care of those cases. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Sir, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 24 days in jail with credit for the 8 days that you've done. You need to understand that after today, this will reflect as a conviction on your record. It's going to be there forever. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You also give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never change this.
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty and I'll send you to 24 days in jail, give you credit for the 8. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Mr.